Fabiano, congratulations. You just won your game against Gukesh. You got a double white yesterday. You talked about the difference, the two different approaches one can take as white. What would you say your approach was today?
Yeah, today was the opposite. When you play this line, you know that you more or less can get a game in many ways. I felt like he would probably play the Rogozin because he played it against Anish earlier in the tournament. But after Queen A4, Knight C6, Queen C2, and this Queen C2 line, Black has many ways for a decent position. But I thought I would get a game no matter what, because even if Black equalizes, it's still a tough fight. And something went wrong with his opening play. I think Bishop A6 is maybe not the best. But to follow it up with Rook C5, like C5 is for sure a big mistake. And after Queen B2, I'm almost winning because his pieces are completely uncoordinated. And then I think I misplayed it quite a few times probably. I thought I was almost winning by force at some point, but I didn't see the direct way. I thought probably instead of BC4 there should be a clear win, but I couldn't find it. And but anyway, I'm much better after BC4. Just I was starting to regret that I hadn't made the most of my advantage, but anyway, I won in the end.
You mentioned the moment where you played Queen B2. Were you surprised that he let you take on F6?
Well, I was surprised, first of all, because when I calculated C5 in advance, when I played Rook D1, or even when I played B3, I was thinking Knight G5 was just winning. And then I understood his idea was H6, which looks very risky for Black. It looks bad, but somehow I couldn't find a clear advantage. And so I just settled on this Queen B2 move, which also, I knew that it would be like a safe edge, and then the more I thought about it, the more I didn't even see how he can survive. I was actually calculating some very fun stuff after Queen B2 with Knight to E8. But okay, I won't mention all the weird lines I was calculating.
Later in the game, as you said, there were a couple of ups and downs, although you always remained in control. When was the moment where you felt the game was over?
Well, I thought Rook A5 must be winning for White, and even I was thinking E4 is also very strong instead of H6. But E4 was a little bit maybe more responsible, and low on time I decided H6 is a safer way. I thought he could have maybe defended a bit more tenaciously at the end. Even I was kind of surprised he resigned in the final position, although it's completely winning for White. Still, I thought he would play on a few more moves. He can play like F5 and try to get E4 and try to activate the knight and bank a bit on my time pressure. But of course, White has a very safe, decisive advantage. But yeah, I think at some point he more or less gave up on the game.
You now have 4 out of 6. This was your second win of the tournament. You're undefeated. How are you feeling about your play so far?
Yeah, overall pretty good. I think I could have maybe made a bit more in the last few rounds against Richie. Some chances from the opening. Okay, against Wesley, the game was pretty much uneventful from the point of view of that it was just a prep into a drawish position. But after today, I'm quite happy.
Today your opponent was one of the many teenagers in the field. How does it feel to you to be taking on this new generation?
Well, the last 2 games I lost were in the Olympiad, Abdusattar and Gukesh, and I was responsible in large part from these games for the United States not doing very well and not medaling. And in this tournament, I haven't lost against them, so I'm done with them. They can't beat me anymore, at least in this tournament, maybe in the future, but I'm quite happy with that.
Long may it last. Fabiano, congrats again and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.